excited to be here. I love drinking. I think Pat talked about it a little bit. Big tequila fans in the room? Anyone love tequila? All right. I love tequila. I just don't love that my friends don't tell the full story about what happens when we drink tequila. They're always so cute. They're always like, ooh, when I drink tequila, I take my clothes off. That's not the end of that story. The end of that story is, ooh, I love tequila. When I drink tequila, I take my clothes off in Denny's. And I love telling that joke because like women of all ages laugh at it, which means women have just been ruining Denny's for generations. I date a lot of weirdos, but that's not tequila's fault. That's definitely my fault. Like if I had to describe the type of guy that I'm into, it would be Eeyore. If I walk up to a dude at the bar and I'm like, hey, how's it going? And he's like, I'm just happy that somebody noticed me. Like, all right, you're coming home with me. Just as soon as we find your tail, we're getting the fuck out of here. I'm very close with my mom. I have a very good relationship with her. But sometimes I'll ask her for advice and she'll give like the worst answers. Like I told her I struggle with like losing weight and maintaining that weight loss. And she turns to me so lovingly and she goes, oh Meg, that's because we have the Irish potato famine gene. Like that's supposed to make me feel better? Like how do I explain to strangers my family's not fat, we're just survivors? You know? Oh, yeah. It has been a pretty humongous week for her though. We found out my little brother is sexually active when my mom found his lube. Yeah. Also found out he's not great at hiding things because it was on the coffee table of our family room. And I felt so bad because she was like talking to me and obviously she was so upset. She's like, what do I say? What do I do? And I didn't know what to tell her. Because like, it wasn't like she found condoms. Like, if she found condoms, I could be like, well, at least he's being safe. Like, she found lube. The only thing I could say about that is, oh no, he's already tired of the boring shit. He's ruined. Get rid of him. I'm also a twin, but we're not identical, we don't look alike, which is why none of you clapped for that. We don't look alike, and that really bums people out. Like when I make new friends, they always want to see pictures of her, and they're always upset that we don't look alike. So now, when I make new friends, and they ask to see a picture of her, I just show them a really bad picture of myself. They always say the same thing. They're always like, wow, Megan, you're definitely the pretty twin. I'm like, hey now, that's my sister you're talking about. I don't know if she'd appreciate that. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not cool. Surprise. I'm not the coolest person. I remember I needed braces, but I also had to get that headgear that like wraps around. I know. I remember the moment the orthodontist was like pull down this wall and he was like, Megan, you can pick any color that you want. And I chose denim. Because I thought it matched with the most things. Because I thought the reason kids were gonna pick on me was because it didn't match. The cool thing is though, like you could wear it for like, you only needed it for a couple hours a day so you could wear it at home. But I just ended up wearing it at school anyway because my family was way meaner about that shit. Like, they were brutal. Oh my God. I distinctly remember when kids started making out. That was like the biggest deal, like when your friends were all making out and stuff. And I remember sitting in this like huge nerd circle of girls just like having a conference about it. And this one girl got all like upset and like angry and she just goes, well, whatever. That girl's just making out with everyone because she's easy. And I remember being like 13 years old and being like, I want to be easy also. Like, what do I have to do to let these boys know this headgear comes off? Because it 100% does. I'm not on birth control. What's up, fellas? You gonna talk to me after this? I I'm not, but it's not for any crazy reason. I don't have any weird beliefs. It's just like for birth control to be effective, you have to take it every day at the same time of day. And you guys, if I was that responsible, I would just have the kid. Was here for that. Oh my god. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not very responsible, neither are my friends. They recently got into this thing. They're super into dangerous dudes. Like, that's a new thing for them. Like, we'll be out somewhere and they'll just point at a guy and they'll be like, look at that guy. He looks like a guy that likes to choke you during sex. And I'm like, ooh, hot. Little problem. He also looks like a guy that likes to choke you not during sex. No, thank you. I am afraid of everything, and I do sort of blame Law & Order SVU for most of it. I just feel like I'm like every victim of Law & Order SVU, but like way less likable. Like, if I went missing and those detectives showed up to my place of work and showed my pictures to my coworker and was like, hey, like, when's the last time you've seen this woman? They'd be like, I've never seen that lady in my life. I have no idea. I'm sorry. It is weird being a chick though. Like, I was walking home and I saw this ad and it was this lady in granny panties and a t-shirt and it said, even the real you is sexy. And I felt bad because somewhere there's an ad guy who thinks he's a feminist. When really all that ad is saying is, I'd still fuck her, you know? I did realize though that I don't get catcalled. I just have old men tell me really weird facts about myself. I had a guy get really close to my face and just be like, my granddaughter has that shirt. And then leave. Like, that was the end of that. And you guys, like, I'm upset that I'm not hot enough to be catcalled. Like, that's a bummer. But I'm devastated I'm not ugly enough to be left alone. Like, I was so close. I had a guy wearing a sombrero help me back out of a parking spot in Walmart recently, which would have been helpful had there been any cars around me. And it just bums me out that a guy who woke up on a random day is like, I'm gonna wear a sombrero today, looks me up and down and was like, ooh, that girl's gonna need help. I'm worried. I am so worried. All right, you guys, thank you so much. You've been so great.